stop scrolling, because what I'm about to show you might completely change the way you look at your pocket change forever. Imagine holding a simple old penny, something most people ignore, something people literally throw away. But what if I told you that one of these tiny coins could be worth more than a luxury house? Yes, I'm talking about real money, life-changing money. Today, we're diving into two of the most shocking wheat pennies ever discovered, the 1946 wheat penny and the 1951 wheat penny. These coins may look old, worn, and completely ordinary, but hidden inside them are secrets that collectors are paying insane amounts of money to own. And here's the craziest part. One of these pennies has been valued at over $740,000, while the other has reached an unbelievable $985,000. Let that sink in. Almost $1 million for a single penny. But not every 1946 or 1951 penny is valuable. There are specific details, rare errors, and tiny features that most people miss, and that's exactly why some people unknowingly spend these coins, while others cash them in for a fortune. So before you skip this video, before you ignore that jar of coins sitting in your home, watch carefully, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly what makes these coins so valuable, how to identify them, and the hidden signs that could turn your ordinary penny into a jackpot. And trust me, the second coin on this list is even more shocking than the first. You do not want to miss this. Imagine holding a tiny coin in your hand, something so small, so ordinary, that most people don't even look at it twice. It's just a penny, right? But what if that one simple penny, the kind you might ignore every single day, could be worth $3.1 million? Take a second and really think about that. $3.1 million from a single coin. Not gold, not diamonds, not some rare treasure map. Just a simple Lincoln 1-cent penny from 1946. And here's the shocking truth. People still have these coins, and many of them have absolutely no idea what they're holding. This is not just a story about coins. This is a story about hidden wealth, about overlooked value, about how something so simple could turn into something life-changing. So today, we're diving deep into the incredible story of the 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny, and why one of these coins could be worth $3.1 million. And by the end of this video, you might be running to check your pockets, your drawers, your old boxes, because what you find could change everything. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln Wheat Penny is one of the most famous coins ever made in the United States. First introduced in 1909, it features the face of Abraham Lincoln on the front, and on the back, two wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent. The simple, clean, classic. But behind that simple design lies a hidden world of value that most people never see. Now let's focus on the year 1946. This was a powerful moment in history. The world was just coming out of World War II. Economies were rebuilding. People were starting fresh. And during this time, millions of pennies were produced. Among them, the 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark. At first glance, it seems completely normal. Nothing flashy, nothing special, just a regular penny. But here's where everything changes. Not all coins are created equal. Some coins, because of how they were made, because of tiny differences, because of condition, or even hidden errors, become extremely rare. And in the world of coin collecting, rarity equals value. Massive value. Now let's talk about the physical details of this coin, because these details matter more than you think. The 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny is made from 90% copper. That's right, real copper. Not the cheap materials used in modern coins, but solid, valuable metal. It weighs exactly 3.11 grams. This weight is important. Serious collectors pay close attention to it. Even the smallest variation can mean something big. When you hold this coin, you can feel its history. That rich copper color, that slightly heavier feel. It's like holding a piece of the past in your hand. But remember, millions of these coins were made. So how does one become worth $3.1 million? The answer lies in three powerful factors: condition, rarity, and uniqueness. Let's break that down. Condition is everything. Most coins get used every day. They get scratched, damaged, worn down over time. But some coins, somehow, escape all of that. They stay in near-perfect condition. Sharp edges, clear details, beautiful surface. These coins are incredibly rare. Now add rarity. Sometimes, only a few coins exist with certain characteristics. Maybe a slight design difference. Maybe a special strike. Maybe something so small, only experts can notice it. But that tiny difference can turn a normal coin into a collector's dream. And finally, uniqueness. This is where things get really exciting. Coins that stand out, coins that are different, coins that tell a story, are the ones that collectors are willing to pay anything for. And when the right collector finds the right coin, that's when prices explode. That's how a simple 1-cent coin can become worth $3.1 million. Now imagine this. You're cleaning your room. You find an old jar of coins. You start going through them, not expecting anything. And then you see it. No mint mark. A Lincoln Wheat Penny. First, you think nothing of it. But then you remember this video. You take a closer look. The coin looks sharp. The details are clear. Feels different. Suddenly, your heart starts racing. Could this be it? Could this be the coin that changes everything? That moment, right there, is what makes this so powerful. Because it's real. People have found valuable coins in the most unexpected places. Old drawers, family collections, garage sales, even loose change. And every time it happens, it feels like a dream. Because it is a dream. The dream that something small, something overlooked, can turn into life-changing wealth. Now let's talk about what $3.1 million really means. This isn't just money. This is freedom. Freedom to live the life you want. Freedom to help your family. Freedom to travel, to invest, to build something bigger. All from a coin that most people would ignore. That's why this matters. Because opportunities like this don't look like opportunities. They look ordinary. They look simple. They look like a penny. And that's why so many people miss them. But not you. Now you know. Now you understand the hidden value. Now you see what others don't. So here's what you need to do. Start checking your coins. Look for the date 1946. Look for that classic wheat design on the back. Check the condition carefully. Look for anything unusual, anything different. Because even the smallest detail could mean everything. And don't stop at just one place. Check everywhere. Old wallets, coin jars, family boxes, anywhere coins might be hiding. Because the truth is, these coins are still out there. Waiting to be discovered. Waiting to change someone's life. And that someone could be you. But only if you look. Only if you pay attention. Only if you take that one simple step. Because sometimes, the biggest opportunities in life come in the smallest forms. A single penny, a single moment, a single discovery, and everything changes. So the next time you see a coin, don't ignore it. Don't spend it without thinking. Take a closer look. Because you might not be holding 1 cent. You might be holding $3.1 million. And your life might never be the same again. Imagine this. You're sitting at home, maybe scrolling your phone, maybe watching this video casually. And in your pocket, your drawer, or an old jar somewhere in your house, there could be a simple coin. A tiny, ordinary-looking penny. Something people ignore every single day. Something people drop, lose, or even throw away without thinking twice. But what if I told you that one specific penny, a 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny, could change your entire life? What if that one coin could be worth $2.1 million? Yes, you heard that right. $2.1 million from a single penny. And the craziest part, most people who have it don't even know they have it. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most shocking and exciting coins ever, the 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny. By the end of this video, you might run to check your coins, because what you find could be life-changing. The Lincoln Wheat Penny is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First introduced in 1909, it carries the image of Abraham Lincoln on the front, and on the back, two simple wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent. That's why it's called the wheat penny. Simple design, simple metal, but hidden inside that simplicity is a story of massive value. The 1951 penny might not sound special at first. Millions were made. People used them every day. They bought candy, newspapers, and small items with them. Nothing fancy, nothing rare at first glance. But here's where things get interesting. Not all 1951 pennies are the same. Some were made in different conditions. Some have small variations, tiny details, mistakes, or unique qualities that most people would never notice. And those tiny details are exactly what collectors are hunting for. Because in the world of rare coins, the smallest difference can mean the biggest money. Now let's talk about the physical details of this coin, because this is where things start to feel real. The 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny is made of 90% copper. That's right, real copper. Not modern cheap materials, but solid, valuable metal. It weighs 3.11 grams, a very specific weight that collectors pay attention to. When you hold it, it feels different, slightly heavier than modern pennies, slightly warmer in tone. That rich copper color, that vintage look, it already feels like history in your hand. But again, millions exist. So why would one be worth $2.1 million? Here's the secret: condition, rarity, and hidden features. Most coins get worn out. They pass through thousands of hands. They get scratched, faded, damaged. Over time, they lose their sharp details. But some coins somehow survive. Perfect condition, sharp edges, clear design, almost like they were just made yesterday. These are the coins collectors fight for. Now imagine combining that perfect condition with a rare variation. That's where the magic happens. Some 1951 pennies were struck in a way that created subtle differences. Slight shifts in the design, slight errors, or unique finishes that make them stand out from the rest. To an average person, it looks like just another penny. But to a collector, it's a treasure. And when the right collector finds the right coin, the price can explode. That's how we reach numbers like $2.1 million. Think about that for a second. A coin that originally had a value of just 1 cent, now worth millions. That's not just money. That's a complete life transformation. That's paying off all your debts, buying your dream house, traveling the world, helping your family, living the life you've always imagined. And it all starts with something as small as a penny. Now here's the part that should really get your attention. These coins are still out there. They haven't all been found. They're hiding in old collections, in jars, in drawers, in boxes passed down through generations. Some are even still in circulation, mixed in with regular coins. That means there's a chance, a real chance, that you might already have one. But you won't know unless you look. So what should you check? First, the date. Look for 1951. Second, examine the condition. Is the coin sharp? Are the details clear? Can you see Lincoln's features clearly? Are the wheat lines on the back strong and visible? Third, pay attention to anything unusual. Anything that looks slightly different from a normal penny. Even the smallest detail could mean everything. Because remember, in the world of rare coins, normal is common, but different is valuable. And the more unique your coin is, the higher the potential value. Now let's talk about something even more powerful. The psychology behind this. Why are people so obsessed with coins like this? It's not just about money. It's about the idea that something ordinary, something overlooked, can turn into something extraordinary. It's the dream that hidden value exists in everyday life. And that dream is real, because stories like this happen. Collectors have found coins worth thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions, in the most unexpected places. Pocket change, garage sales, old family boxes. Imagine that moment. You pick up a coin, thinking it's nothing. Then you realize it could be worth $2.1 million. That moment changes everything. Your heart starts racing. Your mind starts imagining possibilities. And suddenly, your entire future looks different. That's the power of rare coins. Now let's be clear about one thing. Not every 1951 penny is worth millions. Most are still worth just a small amount. But the possibility, the chance, is what makes this so exciting. Because all it takes is one coin, one discovery, one moment of realization, and your life could change forever. So here's what you should do right now. Pause for a second. Think about where your coins are. Do you have an old jar? A drawer full of change? A box from your grandparents? You might be looking at your future.